Will incidents like this continue to drive justice, conveying a negative or misleading message to the society that justice can only be achieved through death? This story is about personal turmoil, systemic failure, and the need for justice. A tragic incident has deeply impacted the whole nation and raised pressing questions. On the morning of 9th December, 34-year-old Atul Subhash, a promising software engineer, died by suicide in Bengaluru. In his final moment, Atul left behind a 24-page note and 81 minutes 47 seconds long video detailing his troubling journey, making serious allegations against his wife and her family. Atul Subhash was a resident of Uttar Pradesh, working as a software engineer in Bengaluru. According to police reports, his tragic end occurred in Manjunath layout under the jurisdiction of the Marathali police station. His death has not only left his family shattered but also revealed a troubling series of events that he claimed had led to his depression. An FIR has been registered against Atul's wife, Nikita Singhania, and her family under Section 108 and Section 3, Subsection 5 of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. The accused include Nikita and her mother Nisha Singhania, brother Anurag Singhania, and uncle Sushil Singhania. The charges ranges from abetment to suicide to report extortion demand of 3 crore. In his suicide note, Atul accused Nikita of filing false cases against him under the following IPC sections: 498A on cruelty by husband or relatives, 323 on assault, 504 on intentional insult to provoke breach of peace, and 506 on criminal intimidation, including dowry harassment and domestic violence, shortly after their marriage in 2019. He claimed that he had to attend 120 court appearances in Jaunpur family court, yet found no justice, claiming corruption, stating that even court staff demanded bribes to influence the verdict. In the note he left behind, he claimed that the judge Rita Kaushik told him, "We will adjust, I will take 5 lakhs and we will be able to settle. Everything will be settled in this court, this is a very reasonable amount, you earn so much money, Nikita will also adjust, else because of this, you and your mother and father will have to keep making rounds of the court." His suicide note and video revealed a carefully planned farewell where he detailed his responsibility and personal tasks completed before taking his life. The note featured a to-do list categorized into phases like before last day, and execute last moment. It showcased his determination to minimize any burden on his family and ensure that his colleagues face minimal inconvenience after his passing. The task ranged from securing his finances to returning his office equipments. Atul's final plea included a haunting wish: "My ashes should not be immersed until justice is served. If the court fails to deliver, let my ashes be thrown in the court gutter." Meanwhile, the police investigation is underway with notices expected to be served to the accused. His case has reopened discussions about the misuse of dowry and the other marital laws. This case shows a disturbing reality of emotional and systemic turmoil faced by many. Atul Subhash's story is not just about a life lost. It is a call for accountability, legal reform, and societal introspection. In a similar incident, Srishti Tuli, a pilot for Air India, was found dead in her flat in Mumbai's Marole area on November 25th. Aditya Pandit, Srishti's boyfriend, was arrested under Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita Section 108, abetment of suicide. He was subsequently produced in the court, which remanded him to police custody for 4 days, officials said. Another terrifying incident was where Jasleen Kaur harassment controversy began in 2015 when Kaur accused Sarvajit Singh of sexual harassment on social media, leading to his arrest and public defamation. Even the then Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, also tweeted in support of Kaur, calling it an act of bravery. Singh was arrested on charges of sexual harassment the following day. The central question arising here is, where does justice for man stand in India? When addressing harassment against women, prompt action is often taken. But is this approach different when men are the victim? Another hype on social media talking about the Atul's last tweet where he tags Elon Musk and Donald Trump with a message saying, "I will be dead when you will be reading this." A legal genocide of men happening in India currently, given that he did not even tag a single individual from India. However, in a contrast, a 3-page letter addressed to a President Draupadi Murmu in his 24-page suicide note has emerged in which he criticized the justice system and highlight a rising trend of false cases being filed against men by their estranged wives. The question here is, what does this imply about us as public? Where are we headed as a society? Should specific laws be introduced to address them, or perhaps should society collectively work to change its mindset? Will incidents like this continue to drive justice? As I believe structural change is possible when individuals stand up for what is right. The story of Atul Subhash should inspire hope and constructive action rather than conveying a negative or misleading message to the society that justice can only be achieved through death. Yes, it is true that Atul's tragedy has created more awareness for the emotional struggle and mental health challenges that men go through, such as marital conflicts, showing the need for better support system. All the talks about how some laws like dowry and domestic violence laws can be misused, pointing out the need to ensure they are not abused. If there is a need for improvement in laws and policies, this could lead to better laws that protect both men and women in their marriage disputes, making the system more balanced. This is also a wake-up call for few judges and lawmakers to consider the mental health effect of such cases more seriously when making decisions. As we await justice, let us remember to create spaces for dialogue and support, so no one feels the isolation that Atul described in his final moments. Thank you for joining us and stay tuned for more updates on this story.